Everybody in America is asking the same question right now. Should you wait for used car prices to drop, or should you just buy now? And here is the truth. A lot of people are waiting for a crash that probably is not coming the way they think. Because 2026 is not looking like some giant used car clearance sale. It looks more like a window. A very specific window where the market is getting a little better, a little looser, and a little smarter for buyers, but not suddenly cheap. In January 2026, dealers were sitting on about 2.18 million used vehicles. Average used listing prices were still around $25,533, and supply under $15,000 was still especially tight. That tells you the market is improving, but not breaking in buyers' favor. So let's settle it. If you need a used car right now, but buy carefully. If you are chasing a better selection of near-new cars, or you are open to a used EV, 2026 may reward patience a little more than 2025 did. That is the real answer. Because this year is not about waiting forever. It is about knowing what kind of used car you want, and whether that part of the market is getting better or staying brutal. Edmund says 2026 should bring a meaningful rebound in off-lease inventory, which matters because that is where a lot of the clean, lower mileage 2 to 3-year-old cars come from. So picture this. You are a teacher in Columbus, Ohio. Your old Accord just died. You need to get to work on Monday. You do not have the luxury of waiting 6 months for some magical perfect deal. In that case, waiting is usually a mistake. Not because prices are about to skyrocket tomorrow, but because the affordable end of the market is still tight, and the clean, honest, well-maintained used cars get snapped up fast. If you find a solid Camry, Accord, Corolla, Civic, CR-V, or RAV4 with a clean history and a fair price, the smart move is usually to buy the car, not the fantasy. Cox says cars under $15,000 remain especially hard to find, with just 37 days supply, well below the overall market. Now let's change the example. Say you are a family in Dallas. 2 kids, weekend soccer, grocery runs, maybe a summer road trip. You are shopping for a lightly used midsize SUV, something like a 2023 or 2024 CR-V, RAV4, Rogue, or Highlander. This is where 2026 gets interesting, because if you can wait a bit, your odds of finding a cleaner, lower mileage off-lease car improve as the year goes on. That does not automatically mean massive price drops, but it can mean better choices, and sometimes better choices matter more than a tiny discount. A better maintained car with 18,000 fewer miles is often the real win. Edmunds expects off-lease returns to rise in 2026 specifically because leasing activity recovered after the lean years, which should give shoppers more flexibility than they had in 2025. And then there is the third buyer, the commuter in Southern California, Arizona, Georgia, or New Jersey, who is looking at a used Tesla Model 3, Hyundai Ioniq 5, Chevy Bolt, or Volkswagen ID Bolt 4, and thinking, hold on, are used EVs actually the deal right now? And honestly, this might be the most interesting pocket in the market. Because while the broader used car market is still expensive, used EVs are becoming a real value play. Cox says used EV listing prices in February 2026 were down 8.5% year-over-year to $34,821, while Reuters reported the price premium of used EVs over comparable gas vehicles narrowed sharply to roughly $1,376 in January. Used EV sales are also growing fast, with Cox reporting used EV sales up 28.8% year-over-year in February. That means more Americans are finally looking at used EVs and saying, wait, this is actually in reach now. So if you have home charging and you mostly drive around town, 2026 might be the year where a used EV stops being a weird experiment and starts looking like a smart financial move. But now we have to talk about the part that ruins a lot of good deals, financing. Because even if the used car market loosens up a little, borrowing money is still painful. Experience says that in Q4 2025, the average used car loan amount was $27,128. The average used car interest rate was 11.226%, and the average monthly payment was $537. That is why so many Americans feel like they are getting punched twice. once by the sticker price and again by the loan. And that is why wait or buy now is really the wrong question for some people. Sometimes the better question is, can I improve the deal more by shopping smarter than by waiting longer? Can you get pre-approved before going to the dealer? Can you widen your search radius from 1 city to 3 states? Can you go for the lower trim with the better maintenance history? Can you skip the giant wheels, panoramic roof, and flashy badge and buy the car that actually makes sense? Because in this market, smart shopping can save you more than the calendar. That is the whole point of this 2026 window. It is not a crash window. It is not a panic window. It is a selection window. A year where used inventory is getting a little healthier, off-lease cars are starting to return, and some categories, especially used EVs, are finally becoming more attractive. But the cheap car shortage is still real, and financing is still mean. So here is the honest verdict. If you need basic, affordable transportation right now, do not wait around hoping for a miracle. The under $15,000 market is still tight, and the best cars in that price range will not sit there waiting for you. If you want a cleaner, newer, lower mileage used car, especially a 2 to 3-year-old off-lease model, 2026 is one of the better chances in a while to shop patiently and let the market come to you a little. And if you are EV curious, this is one of the most interesting used EV windows America has had yet. Prices are softer, sales are growing, and supply is broadening. So wait or buy used now. For most Americans, the answer is simple. Buy now if you need a car, wait strategically if you want a better car, and watch the used EV market very closely, because that might be where the smartest deals show up first. Because in 2026, the real win is not just buying used. It is buying at the moment where the market finally starts giving you a little leverage back. And after the last few years, that might be the best used car window America has seen in a while. Drop a comment and tell me where you are shopping from. Texas, Florida, California, Ohio, New York, wherever. And tell me what used car you are watching right now. And subscribe if you want car content that actually helps you make smarter buying decisions, instead of just telling you what is cool. Because hype does not survive a monthly payment. The right car does.